Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Damage 365 Radio. This is episode number 7. I am your host today, Coach Kev. I will be joined momentarily via satellite by Nick the Beard. He'll be calling in once he's finished his assignment. We have a lot on plate for today. Because of time restraints, we're actually going to cancel our birthday shout-out segment. But we did post them on our Facebook page. So if it is your birthday this week, we did not forget you. So go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/damage365 for your written birthday shout out. We have a lot to cover for this weekend of wrestling. We're going to recap D2wWrestling live from Wharton, New Jersey. We're going to be joined by Valkyrie Women's Professional Wrestling's Ashley America. And we're also going to find out why her opponent for this March 7th bout, Little Jeannie, who was supposed to be joining us, she will not, and we're going to find out why. Also, after that interview, we're going to recap On Point Wrestling, which was last night from Williamstown, New Jersey. So, without further ado, we're going to play a little commercial promo, and we'll be back right after this.
On January 17th, 2KW Pro took the next step in the Bronx, New York. Now you can take the next step from the comfort of your own home. Now available on gumroad.com/L/the next step. For only $7, you get to see an amazing 8-match card featuring the Walking Riot Rays and the Funky Monkey, Angel Ortiz, tearing the building down, literally. A high-flying tag team throwdown as the High Spot Heroes attempt to steal the show against the Liberty City Dynasty. Styles clash as the Iron Fists of Joe Bullrug look to knock out the MMA fighter David Potter. And in a triple threat throwdown that you will not want to miss, Sir William Black returns to the ring against the real effing deal Mike Drastic and the absolute Chris Cage. All this plus the 2KW Pro debut of John Davis, Larry Dallas, Matthew Ryan Shapiro, and much, much more. Pre-order now for only $7 on gumroad.com/L/the next step. 2KW Pro. Take the step.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors, 2K Pro, for their newest promo. And let's get right into it. Recap D2W Wrestling live from Wharton, New Jersey. Winter Warfare, and it was billed as something that was going to be a little emotional. That night, Glitz and Glamour, one of the mainstays in independent circuit New Jersey, Jarrett Foster and Steven Sterling, former JCW Tag Team Champions, they were basically, this was their last match. This was it. Foster has gone through a lot of emotional and personal family issues, the loss of his sister, and I think the tank was empty, and it was time to hang him up. So we'll get a little bit more to that later on because that was the main event. But earlier in the show, it saw the Alpha Dog Nick Drake take on Adam Chandler, and it was via the reverse roll-up pin, Nick Drake that was victorious in match number 1. In match number 2, it saw Nick Solo take on the fabulous one, Eddie McQueen, and after a ceiling tile smash to the head of McQueen, Nick Solo was disqualified, handing Eddie McQueen a ceiling-falling victory. So, Eddie McQueen victorious once again over Nick Solo. In match number 3, it saw Damian Gibbs, the God's gift to himself, take on Aaron Bradley, and it was once again the noob, the rookie, Aaron Bradley, who is now 2-0 in D2W, both his wins over Damian Gibbs. This win came via a roll-up pin. In match number 4, we saw the tag team champions, Red Hot Asylum, the team of Steve Off and Red Hot Russ, take on Tony and Steve of the Down Boys. A back and forth, absolute, nothing that you don't expect from the Down Boys. A back and forth match, close counts, 2 counts, kickouts, just a great match all the way around. But it was the Red Hot Asylum victorious, retaining the tag team champions. A reverse suplex from the outside, and then he landed, Steve Off landing on top of Steve after, a failed suplex from the outside and getting the pinfall. So Steve Off and Red Hot Russ still tag team champions, and I'm sure this is not over by any means of the imagination. We went into intermission, and when we did, we came back with the first intergender bout, D2W, and it saw Debbie Kane and Brian Johnson take on student and teacher Deanna Purrazzo and Damian Adams. This match got ugly quick. No no good feelings anywhere in this match. Damian Adams went right at Johnson. Purrazzo and Kane have had a long battle back and forth, whether it was individually or in this tag team match. And it is definitely not over, but it was Debbie Kane reaching down and under and giving Damian Adams, I don't know, little thunder from down under, and causing Damian Adams to collapse. Brian Johnson got the pin, and Debbie Kane and Brian Johnson victorious over Deanna Purrazzo and Damian Adams. Now we get to the main event, the aforementioned emotional main event that saw the D2W heavyweight champion Jarrett Foster and his tag team partner Steve Sterling in their last match ever in front of an independent crowd, and they were taking on Jersey Flo, Frankie Flo, and the Jersey Devil, who's the international champion. Started off as expected, the powerhouses of Jersey Flo really kind of flinging Foster and Sterling around. Foster and Sterling did not know really how to counter it. In and out of the ring, they were a little confused there, and push comes to shove, they finally got involved in the match, and it went back and forth for a while, but in the end, it was a double arm slam from Frankie Flo to Sterling for the pin, and this is where Flo and Devil got up and got the microphone and went to the crowd to tell them that despite their differences and everything else, they respect the hell out of Foster and Sterling. They wanted to wish them luck, and and Sterling said what he had to say on the mic, thanking everybody. And Foster, who set the all-time record with 40 crowd screaming shut-ups, shattering his old record of 27. And Foster grabbed the mic and he said what you thought he was going to say. His parents were there in attendance, and he wanted to thank everybody for the support and the donations, and the pouring of emotion, and hugs happened in the middle of the ring, and tearing up happened, and all of a sudden, boom, Foster and Sterling taking the title belts and smashing them over the head of Flo and Devil, and down went Jersey Flo, and Foster standing over Jersey Flo and the Jersey Devil and said to the crowd, "You've all been had. They're not going anywhere. You want to talk about a son of a bitch? Holy cow, what a scumbag." I'm sorry, I've known Foster and Sterling a long time, and they played the crowd, they played the locker room, and who the hell brings their parents as leverage to pull this over on everybody? Foster, you're unbelievable. I really thought that there's nothing that you wouldn't stoop to, and you went far, far beyond going even lower than I have ever seen you go before. So with all that said, kudos, sir. Absolutely kudos, sir, because you absolutely pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. So just glitz and glamour still will be in D2W and pissing people off on a monthly basis. It was a great show, packed house, and it was just absolutely chaos. I mean, there's nothing else more you can say about it. It was a main event that we all looked forward to, and we actually thought we were gonna see a side of Foster that we didn't know, and we saw a side of Foster we knew about. We just didn't think he would just go beyond. So next time, folks, when I invite you to a wrestling event and I tell you don't want to miss it, there's a reason why you don't want to miss it. I had no idea what was going to go on. Absolutely none. And I'm standing there taking video for this jackass because he told me to take video. He was going to get emotional. And, and this is what he does. So I get a video of him doing this, which I'm going to have to post after this show because I didn't want to ruin the fun. But, thank you, Foster and Sterling. I expected this from Foster, but Sterling, man, unbelievable. Two peas in a pod. You guys were meant for each other, you jackasses. But a great night for Winter Warfare with D2W Wrestling. It was a great night all around. And we'll be joined in a little while by Ashley America, who is with Valkyrie Women's Professional Wrestling. And on March 7th, she will be taking on former WCW performer Little Jeannie. And everybody kind of knows Ashley's feel on professional wrestling. She feels that it's a man's sport, it's a man's business, and the women should stay home and take care of the kids and make dinner and do what they do, because wrestling's a man thing. And Nyla Rose did not take too kindly of those words last time and absolutely destroyed Ashley, including a power bomb to end the match and a power bomb after the match. So let's get into it right now. We want to welcome in Ashley America from Valkyrie Women's Professional Wrestling. Ashley, welcome to the show.
Hi, you're a little quiet there.
How are you today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Okay, so we were supposed to be joined by your opponent on March 7th, former WCW performer Little Jeannie, but it was, I kind of caught wind, rumor or not, that you decided to take it upon yourself to lock Jeannie in her kitchen and steal her cell phone and kind of put her in a place.
Well, I needed more time to talk about the issues, and Little Jeannie was getting in my way of that. And I just have some messages that I need to deliver to the American people. And Little Jeannie, quite frankly, doesn't have much to say. So I just decided to expedite that process.
Well, I guess the platform is all yours. You don't have to share it with Little Jeannie. I'm sure she's going to be a little pissed off and might want to take it out on you on March 7th in Staten Island, but we'll get to that in a little while. One question I want to ask you kind of before we start getting into your beliefs and things like that is, why did you even get into wrestling to begin with, since you have such a strong belief against it?
Well, getting into wrestling is sort of what helped me open my eyes and realize how things should actually be. I didn't feel the same way as I did back when I initially got into wrestling, I thought maybe women deserve to be treated equally in the wrestling business, but the experiences that I've had have really changed my opinion.
Okay, fair enough.